So why haven't you called Jerry Okorodudu, Obisi Anwakpa, there's Tony Koyengwachi, all of you come together, have a meeting with the Nigeria Boxing Federation, and let's see ways we can start doing some of these things that will make our boxing shine again?
Yeah, that's a good idea, but we need the government as well, and some companies as well. Because to organize a boxing tournament, there's lots of money involved too. Yeah. Remember, boxing has to start from amateur. Aim of amateur is not to make profit. It's to make champions. After amateur, the boxer will move to pro. Amateur 4 years, professional 4 years. So if the government is involved and companies, it's a lot easier.
That guy just took one blow, 7 apples, and then he dropped. Let's go back to your career. Let's go back to that. Peter, why did you go into boxing? I
got into boxing by accident, to be precise, yes. When I was a young man, I first wanted to be a wrestler. Then with time, I discovered that wrestling is not as genuine as it looks. Because it's called WWE, World Boxing, was wrestling entertainment. Okay. So then I now moved into the martial arts. We are having black belt in Taekwondo. Okay. So one day, while I was young, they showed Muhammad Ali against George Foreman. So I just, from that very day, I said, surely I'm going to be a boxer.
Muhammad Ali and George Foreman?
Yes. Wow. As a young man, I got carried away. So I discovered I became a boxer.
Was that easy?
Yeah, at first, it wasn't easy.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember my first boxing contest in Italy. That was the closest thing to death. Because when I got rocked, I thought I was so strong. When I got rocked, I was shocked, yeah. So I had to go back to train and put myself in order. Boxing is easy and it's hard. But when you meet somebody that is not as good as you, you can really shine. But when you meet somebody as good as you, then boxing is not easy.
But you see, I've been reading a lot about boxing, and a lot of these heavyweights, all these champions, even Floyd Mayweather Jr. confessed that there are talents in Nigeria, in Africa. See what Carlos Takam did. A lot of person says because he's an African, he went all the way. We have the talent, but there's something just missing technically. What is it that is it coaching? What is the problem that we don't take our boxing to the level that these Europeans and Americans take theirs?
I think it's interest. Because in Nigeria, we are only after the big fish. We don't have interest in the small fish. But we should know that it's a small fish that grows up to become a big fish. I think the key is interest. And well-programmed and packaged matters in boxing, yes. Because to make a champion, it takes a lot of work, I have to be frank with you. Because the way we train in Africa, in America, they are training as well. So it's only the best man that will prevail. But I think if we are willing to put a lot into boxing, let's make boxing one of the major sports in Nigeria. Before we discover, we start making champions.
But you see, while we're trying to get everything fixed, get coaching and the likes fixed, have you been to the National Boxing Gym? And you can't count up the punching bags. There are no more than 2.
Yes, that is wrong planning, because I remember I went to stadium last Saturday. The gym is not really up to standard, to be frank, yes. And so to make champions are not just born, they are made as well. I think we have to follow countries like Cuba one time was a boxing champion. Yeah. They have lots of champions because they pump money into boxing. And when Castro now resigned, boxing fell in Cuba. That means most champions in boxing are manufactured. It's not just you are born to be a champion. It doesn't work that way.
That's right. That's for Sports Tonight on Channels Television. We're taking a look at the development of boxing in Nigeria. Peter Obo is a former light heavyweight Commonwealth champion. He has his belts right here in the studio. He says his formula was 1 blow. How many apples?
7 apples.
7 apples, and there you drop. Let's talk about Anthony Joshua. Yeah. That's the rave of the moment. And you listen to Deontay Wilder. If those 2 guys get into the ring, where will you put your money?
I would say my heart goes for Joshua. Why my head is for Wilder? I think that would be a very good fight because it's going to be a boxer versus a fighter.
Who is the fighter?
Joshua. While Wilder is a boxer. So I think the first man to connect will win. I hope it will be Joshua.
But this guy has got so much love. Everyone talking about him. What is it about him that is giving him all of this love?
Joshua has a very good lifestyle. Yes, and Joshua is very modest and humble. He's a good role model for the youth. That is one. And with him, most time when he's boxing, he gives his best. His contest is very entertaining. We should remember, Joshua won gold in the Olympics.
Yeah. Okay, we'll come back to you Sports Tonight on Channels Television. We're taking a look at boxing in Nigeria and putting some other things into perspective. Let's go on this final break. When we come back, we'll read more tweets, and then Peter will wrap up the show with us. Don't go anywhere. Stay. Welcome back to Sports Tonight on Channels Television. Let's take some tweets now. Peter, someone is asking, Akinloye Kehinde says, so you agree that the WWE is an acting plus entertainment?
Yes, that is why it's called WWE.
That's right, World Wrestling Entertainment.
Yeah.
Okay, but don't try those things at home. Anyway, that's why they always tell you that. Silas says, good one that attentions are targeted at badminton in Nigeria. Falconets kindly go in the strength of the squad for victory. Femi Julius, our ladies have always made us proud, so they can trash anyone. I'm always at peace each time they play. Yes, I must agree, and that's why I must give women's football all the support that they need. So, Peter, before we let you go, your final take on boxing in Nigeria and what we can do, actually, in our own little ways to promote it.
I think it's to introduce more championship. That is what we need here. Because a seasoned boxer will always beat unseasoned boxer. That's what we need here.
But, you see, this championship issue, I don't get it. If you meet people from the 80s, early 90s, even 2000s, they say there used to be a lot of competitions. Now, nothing.
Yes, I think we need more sponsors. And I think before, I remembered in Nigeria, Edo State, we are champions in the amateur. Now it's Lagos State because the Lagos State government, they are putting effort into boxing. What boxing needs is more championship, really. It's effort that boxing needs.
I agree. A lot of championships need to
be out there. We have to bring the boxing out of the boxers.
But coaching also, our coaches also.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a very important aspect.
The right coach, yeah.
Peter Obo is a light heavyweight Commonwealth champion. He's a boxing champion. He's with us in the studio, and we're trying to see ways that we can develop boxing in the country. We like Anthony Joshua is enjoying so much love, but that's because he's in the UK, and there is a lot of things being popped into the system, and that's why they're doing so well. There's Anthony Joshua, there's Tyson Fury, there's David Haye, there's Froch. A lot of boxers that's come out of the UK. You don't even want to go to Mexico. We don't even need to enter the United States of America. So boxing can actually, even, someone was saying that, look at how tiny the Philippines is. People don't get talking about the Philippines. They call Manny Pacquiao.
Okay.
Everyone talks about it. Okay, let's just take this message. Femi Julius says, Austin, boxing and other sports are not giving enough attention with the legion of youth here. One way to check crime is sports. One way to check crime is sports. We haven't had the opportunity to have a lot of boxers come out the way we see ex-internationals from football come out to support, go to schools, organize competitions. Peter, that charge I'm throwing to you now. Why not talk to some of your colleagues from your own point of view, things that people can do to revive boxing?
Yes, but it says there's a thing that says it takes two to tango. The boxing we need financial backup. I have to be frank, because if a boxer keeps training without a competition, the boxer will be rusty, and to organize the competition costs money, especially in the amateurs boxing. Yes, I think we need the government and some organizations to get themselves involved in boxing. That's the actual truth. If
I let you go, Peter, you're not boxing anymore. What are you doing now?
I'm a pastor.
Praise the Lord.
But I'm still boxing.
You're still boxing?
Yeah, this time I'm boxing the devil.
I must say thank you so much, Peter Obo, for your time. Thank you for coming. That's a firm word. I had one, I'm a professional boxer the other day. He gave me a handshake and my life didn't remain the same. Thank you so much. And of course, to you, wherever you're in the world watching sports tonight, keep talking to us when we leave the studio. The conversation doesn't end on Twitter, channels_sports, Facebook, channels IFA Sports for the team, the ever-winning sports team at Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. I'm Austin Okonakwan. In everything you do, remember, keep talking sports. Bye for now.